Hello everyone, it's Rianne from Bullet by Art and welcome to my July plan with me. So my theme for this month are banana leaves. For my monthly introduction, I've decided to use gouache, but you can also use watercolor or even markers to get this look. I've already done the print on watercolor paper, so now I'm just gluing it onto the page. And also, if you have any theme suggestions for the month of August, I would love to hear them, so just leave them in the comment section below. I've divided the page in half to create a Dutch door. I'm using a paper cutter to get a clean straight line, but it's mostly because I'm left-handed and sometimes scissors don't like to cooperate with me. Similar to what I do almost every month, I'll set up the calendar on the Dutch door. Here I've left 5 spaces blank from the top and 2 from the side so that I have room to write which day of the week the date falls on. For my headers, I've decided to use brush strokes, and once they're dry, I'll just use my Tombow Fudenosuke pen to write the titles in. So normally I plan everything out in pencil before going over them with pen or marker. I did it for all of these sections, but if you noticed earlier, I actually erased the overview section thinking that I wouldn't mess it up later. And obviously I was very wrong because instead of a W, I put an M. I didn't do it in this video, but if you end up making any mistakes, you can always use the leftover paper you cut out earlier and just glue it over top and try again. I don't like to use whiteout when this happens just because when you try to go over it with the same color, it just changes how the color looks. Now I'm just going back to the Dutch door section and using a gray marker to highlight the weekends. Next we have the habit tracker. I'm going in with Reeves Gouache to paint the banana leaves. I'm using 3 different shades of green: leaf green, emerald green, and dark green, and each one I've mixed in a little bit of ultramarine. For the lighter colored leaf, I use leaf green for the base, and the detail is added in with emerald green, and for the darker leaves, the base is emerald green, and the detail is added in with dark green. So each habit will have their own little calendar. From left to right there are 7 spaces, and 6 spaces from top to bottom. And between each one I've left 1 space. That left me with 3 columns and 3 rows, but you can definitely add more to that. If you just ignore the whole bottom section, you'll have enough for 1 more row. The next page will be dedicated to my spending tracker. I'm just painting more leaves at the bottom, but I've decided not to do them at the top just because I didn't want it to look too cluttered when you look at both pages together. The setup for my spending tracker is the same every month. The only thing that differs is the amount of columns I add. If I think I'll be spending a lot that month, I'll put 2, but I try to stick to 1 just so that it limits my spending. So for my weekly spread, surprise, I'm not doing a Dutch door like I always do. I wanted to switch things up and keep it simple, so I have my full weekly layout on just 2 pieces of paper. So I'm painting more leaves just at the corner of the page to keep up with the theme, and I'm using the color yellow ochre mixed in with a little bit of white for my headers. And once again, I'm just doing the simple brush stroke for them. So before we get to the flip through, I just realized that I didn't have that many collection pages this month. If there's anything you want to see, like sleeping logs, step trackers, or anything like that, definitely let me know by commenting below. Or even if you have a theme suggestion, I'd love to hear them. I also wanted to take some time to thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to see more of my spreads, follow me on Instagram at bulletby_r.